I've been playing RuneScape for 16 years, and if there's one part of my game that could really use some work, it would be bossing. So what better way to learn than to do it yourself? There's essentially only one thing I want to take away from this journey, and that is the experience. I want there to be nothing I can't do in RuneScape. Ultimately, nothing is off limits here. I can buy any item from the Grand Exchange as long as I have the cash to do so, or I can wait till I'm lucky enough to get a drop. I just want to fully immerse myself in the PVM lifestyle and maybe take a couple things home to show for it. So without further ado, welcome to the beginning of my PVM journey. Scurrius the Rat King is a perfect entry-level boss with endgame mechanics, introducing prayer switching and environmental changes found in much higher gameplay. But that isn't the only thing that would make him perfect. Scurrius also offers a 20% boost in XP, allowing you to easily achieve 100k experience an hour. Although he isn't considered profitable, the XP rates and techniques you learn, I say make up for it. For those of you who don't know, Scurrius is located in the Varrock sewers. Go down the manhole and take a right until you find his lair. Scurrius was made for players ranging from level 60 to 90 with at least 50 plus combat stats and 43 plus prayer, meaning there are a wide variety of gear setups that you can use varying on your own stats and GP. The bottom line is, as long as you have 43 prayer and can learn the mechanics, it doesn't matter what you fight Scurrius with. I just recommend you bring some prayer pots, combat potions of your choice, and some food. And once you're here, take a dose of your chosen combat potions and start the fight. Ignore my misclick. Turn on protect from melee when starting this fight. Do not pray protect from range. Every Scurrius fight starts in the melee phase. Eventually, rock fall will start falling from the ceiling. These shadows on the floor are indicators where the rock fall is going to land. You cannot pray against them, and make sure you at least stand one tile away. They can hit up to a 22. All you do here is to continue attacking the boss. Once Scurrius is down a certain amount of health, he will run to one of his cheese piles, and he will start to now attack with range and magic. This is the start of the next phase. No longer pray protect from melee. When you see green, pray range. When you see blue, pray magic. Another indicator is if you have game sounds on, each attack has a different sound. But he will heal during this phase. It is okay, just keep attacking. Scurrius also summons 5 to 6 giant rats. They hit through prayer. It is recommended to kill them as soon as possible. The giant rats are a one-hit kill no matter what, so a lot of people bring throwing knives to train range passively. Scurrius will rinse and repeat these phrases until the enraged phase. Scurrius will then stand in the middle of the arena and no longer attack with melee. He will only attack with range and magic. This part of the fight can be a little bit overwhelming until you learn, but switch your prayers, watch for rockfall, and kill the rats. Once you do, the fight will end and now you've gotten your first KC. At the lower level, these fights can take up to 5 minutes. At much higher levels, you might be able to shave these down to 2. But that is our first KC and a combat achievement down. We are now a Scurrius novice. So personally, I do have 83 range from camping the King Black Dragon. So I want to see how much we're able to drop the kill time from our first KC. And wow, okay. That is 2 minutes. That's big. That is big. We did use more food. I did get a little cocky trying to tank the rats. But for now, I think we're going to choose range. If it shaves off 2 minutes, that is pretty big for us until we get a spine. And the spine is literally game breaking here. At a rate of 1 in 33, Scurrius will drop a spine, which can be turned into one of 3 weapons when combined with other weapons. When you combine the spine with the rune mace, you get the bone mace. When you combine the spine with the used short bow, you get the bone bow. When you combine the spine with the battle staff, you get the bone staff, which all 3 of these train their respective combat styles. The reason these weapons are so game breaking for Scurrius is they add a plus 10 to your max hit against all rats, and there's no attack cooldown from Scurrius' summons, meaning the faster you click the giant rats in the match, the faster they die. So shaving 2 minutes off my kill count here is in the hopes of getting my hands on one of these spines. Alright, do not ignore these giant rats, man. They shred, but that is a combat task completed, being perfect Scurrius. We are at 9kc, we just got our first medium clue. Medium clues are also dropped at a rate of 1 in 33. I have every requirement completed to do them, so hopefully we can stack some juicy loot. As I mentioned at the start of this video, nothing is off limits, so I bought a blowbite. Literally never held one of these in my hands, but I heard that the DPS is just as crazy as the upkeep, so I figured this might be able to shave some more time off our kills. That is KC number 10, another combat achievement down, being Scurrius champion. But look, we did shave kill time. We are just above 2 minutes now, which means we are improving, and I can't ask for any more. Dying is the art of learning, and dying mostly happens when you forget about the larger picture. Should probably put that in quotes like I did the intro, but hey, we are getting 92,000 experience an hour at an entry-level boss. Unlike Josh, we are gaming. Oh Jesus. Oh, I forgot about the upkeep. Yeah. Oh yeah, no way. No way, I'm out of here, man. 29 KC, and we are really hovering at that 2-minute mark. And we are closing in on a spine drop now, which I really want one. I want one soon so we can go back to melee training. That is going to be most beneficial to us since we already have 83 range. 84 range! Alright, that is 40 KC, and we shaved a lot of time off that kill. That is a record. Everyone chained body drop is Scurrius' most profitable drop, actually, so that's cool. Well, we are becoming a little dry on the spine, man. I can't complain though. I can't complain, don't complain. I did get the King Black Dragon pet nearly half the drop rate. So sometimes, you know, you gotta take what you get. The first 50 kills of Scurrius is down, and good question is, how many left? For the spine, I don't know. But for how long I am gonna stay here as Scurrius, I also don't know. If I got the pet early, I'd actually be less inclined. As you know, that is what the name states, you know, pets wanted. Pets are wanted. But man, nearly 100k XP an hour bossing, making, you know, just a little bit of money sometimes. We're probably gonna break even. I might stay till 80 combat stats. Or close. Finally. Got our hands on one of the spines at 55 KC. I try to complain as little as possible, but you guys know what kind of game RuneScape is. Sometimes a little bit of complaining can turn things around. But hey, it is time for us to go make the bone mace. Alright, that is the creation completed. It is now time to go put this thing to use. There is a combat achievement about how fast you kill these giant rats. Let's see if I can get it. I'm pretty sure there is. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is why the bone mace is the GOAT. Combat achievement completed. Efficient pest control. The time to kill has gone up ever so slightly, but that is well worth it in the end. 75 hit points! Okay, now Scurrius doesn't have really exciting drops. I won't record every kill, but I'll record this one. That is our first 100 KC down. 60 defense. We can now wear dragon armor if we wanted, but for us, for you, for everyone, it's probably really not all that worth it. It's not a worth it upgrade, because you can come here with much less gear than I already have on. You could come in here with some monk robes. Roughly 650k in the looting bag after 131 KC. That's actually not all that bad. 7 medium clues stacked. I don't know how long I'm going to keep them stacked, honestly. 167 KC, attack level of 66. We now have a total level of 1075. I'm actually having a very good time here. I keep forgetting to hit the record button. I just got a replay buffer to work, but hey, fun. Fun is what this is all about, right? 188 KC, another medium clue, and I'm pretty sure this would make 10. So I think I'm gonna go get the casket and I'm gonna open up every 10 clues. Maybe future videos, drop in the comments if you'd rather me save all the caskets for the end, or every 10 kind of break up the grind, open some clues. Yep, that is 10 clues. Let's see what we can get. Okay, Armadillo page started off with a collection log. Another clog. Nothing. That's an ancient stole, another clog. straight Amy trimmed. Another clog. Okay. That's a master clue. Another clog too. Okay. Okay. Another clog. Wolf mask. That's a good way to end 10 clues. How many clogs is that? 5? 6? That's actually not that bad. A master clue as well. I don't know when we're gonna do that, but hey, have one in the bank now. I can't believe it's taken me this long to even mention this in the video. Just as Scurrius eats from the cheese, we can do that as well. We just have a 10-minute timer, so also every 10 minutes you get a free heal from Scurrius. Another spine, but I should mention that every time you pick up a spine, keep it, put it in the bank, or go outside. There's a guy outside the bars. You can actually turn these spines in for combat XP. I choose prayer every time because prayer is pretty expensive to train. Yeah, that's my reason. 200 KC, our time slowly climbing its way back down, but man, last time I was here, my iron got the pet around 220-ish. For any of you guys that have been supporting this channel long enough, I actually got it on stream, and it's in one of my Iron Man videos. So maybe the luck will follow me here. It is in the name. Alright, we are somewhere in the 220 kill count, but that is 70 attack. When we started this, I had just gotten my dragon scimitar, so 60 attack, man, come on. Come on. 100k XP an hour. Come on. Currently on our 242nd kill, but we have a strength level coming in, being 62 strength. We're now a combat level of 85. You know, I'm gonna take a second. I want to talk about this. When Scurrius entered the game, right? I don't know if he was quite a big deal, but I do remember thinking that, hey, early, mid-game, we're getting a new boss. That's some excitement. But you know, like all things do in this game, every game, excitement dies down. For Scurrius, I feel like that happened so fast. And yet he is so good for early game PvM. Like, put some respect on his name. You know, don't worry, buddy. After about 1,000 KC, I'm gonna forget about you too. Right, that is a Scurrius spine. I believe this is now 3, and we can essentially make all 3 weapons if we wanted. 250 KC, we've officially reached the KC on my Iron Man, so in total, we have now killed Scurrius 500 times. But that's not the point of this account, guys. Come on, we gonna stay here. Okay, I know this is not Scurrius, this isn't why you clicked the video, but I decided it was probably going to be a while until I camp another dragon. I camped KBD, 1,800 times. Vorkath camping is definitely going to happen, being the money printer that he is. But I sold off my Dragon Hunter crossbow. I'm going to be upgrading the gear all around. That was 41 mil, so I got some upgrading I can do, and the Dragon Defender is going to help me with that, okay? So for now, you're going to see me get 70 defense. And now you're going to see me get the Dragon Defender I was talking about. Look at me. We are absolutely gaming here. And now it is time to go kill Scurrius in our new uniform. Okay, before going back to the Scurrius grind, let's open up 7 medium caskets for the sake of good luck.
Ranger boots. Wild. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, nothing. Nothing. Big sight teleport. Old elegant skirt. Strength amulet T. Pretty good. That's a 3. A 3-er. Hey, a page.
Started this grind with about a 5-minute kill. The first kill was 5 minutes long. Now, with the new gear, upgrade, stats, everything, the whole shabam, we are under 1 minute and 50 seconds. The upgrades are working, my guy. Working. 71 strength! And we are now combat level 91. Okay, one thing I didn't do, actually, it's a little sad how long it took me to even think about this. After your trip, bring a ring of dueling with you. Go to the Ferox Enclave, restore, have some Varrock teleports or ruins to teleport back to Varrock, and go right back to Scurrius. You can bank, restore, don't use any of your prayer pots food. Before this, I was literally, embarrassing enough to say, I was hitting the altar behind the Varrock bank. Don't shame me. If you made it this far into the video, far enough to know that I've killed Scurrius 500 times, drop me a like. And if you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe button to see more. This is just the start of our PVM journey. So I think I've gotten it. I've bullshitted about it through the video. A really nice round number for Scurrius would be 1,000. We're halfway there. In about 500 more kills, we'll probably be closing in on combat 80s. I did a little bit of math, okay? I did some ruin light math, which is very nice in its own right. But the whole thing about this journey for me is knowing that I can do it. Again, I did say, I want there to be nothing I can't do in RuneScape. And these videos and the kill count is my proof. 1,000 kills, whether we get the pet or not, although it's wanted, again, name stated. I can come back in green log one day, but we now have a kill count goal, and we've hit the 50% mark. 75 strength is in the building. We will for sure have 80 strength before 1000 KC, but the real question is, will I be able to hit at least 80 attack? And there's only one way to find out. Holy shit, I didn't think we are going to be getting a collection log at this point, man. Kind of getting me riled up, man. That could have been my pet. It wasn't a pet, though. It's a curved bone. Still nice in its own way. Collection log down. I've been trying to work on some farm runs while doing this grind, so you have to bear witness to my efforts. 76 farming. 600 KC is now in the books. The first level 80 combat stat of this video is 80 hit points. We're now combat level 8. Almost said 83. Now combat level 93. And we've gotten a lot of levels this video, and there's probably a lot more to get. And in the same kill, we also got 77 strength at 611 KC. You know, outside this video game, there's a lot more than a foul stench that would stop me from eating the cheese in the sewer. Plenty of spines to make all 3 combat style weapons. Just to say I did it. There is the bone staff, and I actually don't have the fletching level for the bow. That's embarrassing. But for the rest of these spines, I can turn them into this guy for some combat XP. Strongly recommend prayer on any account, but you do you, boo. I also just realized that was all my spines, and I don't have a bone bow yet. Watch me go 400 kills dry and not get one. You know how crazy that'd be? Don't ask about the steel armor, but 8 more caskets. Go. I don't know why I wasn't out of bank to begin with, honestly. Hold on. Purple sweets, kinda carried, but hey, at least I filled 1 more collection log slots. 25 medium clues down. Don't ask about the buzz cut either. This was filmed way before I openly announced I'm a ginger through a video game. 701 KC, and we can now confirm we have a spine for the bow when I'm ready. There we have it. That is 80 strength in the books. Combat level 96. It is time to train some attack, probably straight to 82, since that is what everyone is telling me to do. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. 74 attack. Levels fly when you're getting 100k XP an hour, guys. I can't. 100,000 XP an hour. Can't say it enough. Sneaking suspicion on getting a medium scroll box. Oh, this must be that stackable clue thing that they got going on. Hi, it's me, Editor Sai here. I'm just here to tell you that I don't keep up with the updates in this game. And I usually wait until my good friends tell me what's been added to the game, because they're looking forward to it. But then it's months later when it becomes effective into my life. Stackable clues, Jagex. Good job. Dying at this stage is so real. It's not funny, actually. 75 attack! Woo woo! 780 KC! Woo woo! That is 800 KC. I'll be honest. I'm really looking forward to these next 200 kills if you catch my drift. 900 KC. I think from here we're going to at least get one more attack level, but that's probably all she wrote. But again, there's only one way to find out. How safe do you think this cheese is to eat? 1 out of 10. Oh yes. 80 attack just before the end. I believe I'm at like 980 KC or something like that. So we will be staying on attack again since I want level 82. That's the goal now. But happy to see that I don't have to stay here after 1,000 if I don't want to, if the attack level is the reason why. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 1,000 Scurrius kill count. All solos, no group, and boy am I looking forward to my next boss. Since it's going to be a little bit of a money maker. No spoilers. I'm not doing that shit. Well, I'll be very honest with you guys. That was a lot of fun. Killing any boss a number of times can become dull. But to be honest, seeing the levels keep coming in is what it was all about. I'll also be very honest with you. I can't show you the GP or the loot. All I can do is show you the loot tracker. About the last 200 kills or so, I took a break and actually trained Slayer for future videos. Getting 75 Slayer actually. Did a bunch of quests, so I needed funds. I will be better from now on, but the loot tracker shows 1,084 Scurrius KC coming in at 9.5 million GP. The collection log shows 1,051 kills. I'm pretty sure that's because of deaths. 29 spines to show for it, no pet, meaning no green log. The difference between, I'm pretty sure the difference between the KC is the deaths. I feel like I watched someone's video and that's exactly what it was. So I might have died 33 times in this grind, but I won't say I didn't. If you made it to the end of this video, hit the like button and subscribe. This is the start of my bossing journey. And until the next time, stay safe.